said you're on a budget, and I'm going to show you how you can do carnivore on a budget successfully, because there's this misconception that you need to have a lot of money to do the carnivore diet. That is not true. Number one, liver. Whatever country you're in is the cheapest food ever because nobody wants it. So please go and find some beef liver and chicken livers and eat that. It is so nutritious, it is so good for you. And actually, the one thing I wanted to say, most importantly, is that when you're starting the carnivore diet, you're coming from eating 3 meals a day, 3 big meals a day, and snacks in between. What you will find on the carnivore diet is that we don't do that around here. Most of us are eating maximum 2 big meals per day. So you're already going to be spending less money on food. And the reason we don't eat 3 meals or 6 meals a day is because the food we eat is so nutritious, it is so filling, that you do not need to spend the day eating, which means you do not need to buy as much food as you're used to buying. You're probably used to filling the whole trolley in the shop with all this food, which is actually not food, because most of those things come in packets and boxes, and that's not food. This list is real food. So when I tell you that you can eat beef liver, let me tell you what beef liver did for me. So when I started carnivore, I'm coming from a background of unstable blood sugar. So when I would eat my 3 meals a day, I would feel very dizzy, very shaky after every meal, no matter what I would eat. But when I eat beef liver for breakfast, I don't think about food until like 6 p.m. It fills me so much. And even though you cannot see like the fat in the liver, it's the fat in the liver that makes you feel full. It's the fat in the bacon, in the sausages, in the pepperoni, in the salami, in the beef mince, in the lamb chops. It's the fat in the meat that's making us stay full, stay strong, and stabilize your blood sugar. So you don't even think about food anymore because you'll eat in the morning and you'll feel so satisfied. And the reason this might not make any sense until you try it is that we've all been brainwashed to believe that we should eat low fat, like chicken breasts, which have the least fat, and I don't recommend this. I don't recommend turkey either. It's very dry, hardly any fat. Focus on fatty meat. And the fattier the meat, the better, the more nutritious. And also I've noticed the fattier mince that you buy, the lower the price, because no one wants the fatty meat. Everyone is going for the lean meat. So you shop around. First step is to shop around. Go to every butchery in your area. Go to every grocery store in your area. Message people that you know who have farms or who know someone who has a farm, and write down all the prices and figure out where can I get the cheapest meat. Don't worry about organic. Don't worry about grass-fed. Just eat meat. If you're on a budget, you can't be focused on that because it will stop you from getting the benefits of carnivore. So, liver, that's number one. Cheap and amazing. You can also have beef mince, like I said, also cheap. No matter which country you're in, mince is one of the cheapest, and I eat mince every single day. Most carnivores eat mince every single day because it's cheap, it fills you, it's amazing. If you get 15%, 20%, even 30% fat mince, you are winning. Sometimes I'll eat mince in the morning with scrambled egg and bacon, and I will not eat again until the next day. And this is coming from someone who used to get dizzy, okay? So it's serious. It is seriously nutritious. And the thing about our life and the way we used to eat is that we used to eat for taste, and we used to eat for entertainment, and we used to eat to fill our stomachs. When you're on carnivore, you don't eat to fill your stomach. You don't get that feeling of, oh, my stomach is so big, I ate so much. You get a feeling of, wow, I feel like I could run. You get so much energy and you feel so strong and so stable. Other things that you can buy if you can afford, but I'm sure you can afford pork because pork is cheap in every country. Nobody wants to eat pork anymore, so the price is very low. Pigs are very cheap to raise, so please find the cheapest pork you can find. Where I live, bacon is the cheapest pork, and bacon has changed my life. If I have bacon in the morning with scrambled egg, I am done for the whole day. There is so much fat on bacon, so make sure you get streaky bacon. Don't get that bacon that's like majority pink. Make sure there's a lot of fat on it. Then pork belly, also cheap and so fatty. Have you seen those layers of fat? That's what you need to go for. Lamb chops, more expensive, so I'm not going to talk about lamb, but you can get by on Carnivore with beef, pork, liver. And make sure you do add the organ meat, because organs are very, very, very nutrient dense. Then we talk about seafood. If you can get sardines, which are usually canned, those are also cheap. There's also sometimes canned mackerel. These two are very fatty and very nutrient dense. Salmon is more expensive, so I'm not going to talk about that. Tuna might also be possibly, but I feel like tuna is not fatty enough to make you full, so I'm not going to talk about that. Focus on mackerel and sardines if you're on a budget and on Carnivore. Now let's talk about the fats that you're going to use. You want to stop using canola oil, rapeseed oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. Don't even use olive oil. It should be removed from this list. I didn't make this graphic, so forgive me. The fats that you need to focus on is beef, tallow, and lard. And you don't even need to buy these. When you make your high fat mince, you're going to see that a lot of fat is going to come out into the pan. Save that fat. Let me find mine. This is mine. This is from what I cooked. I save the fat from whatever I cook, and I use this as my frying oil. So cheap, budget friendly. You don't have to buy these expensive oils anymore. Then the next thing that you need to get is a good quality salt, which is Himalayan salt or sea salt. Do not buy iodized salt. You know that white container with that blue writing and the running boy? Don't buy that salt. Please buy pink Himalayan salt or sea salt only. Forget all this pepper, mustard, hot sauce, apple cider, spices. You don't need that. Of course, in the beginning, if you struggle with only seasoning your meat with salt, then you can have spices, but make sure your spices do not contain any sugar, and most spices do. So please check the ingredients. If you want to use spice, make sure you use herbs, because when it's herbs like oregano, thyme, mixed herbs, usually the green ones don't contain any sugar. Don't use spice, because when it's like Robertson's and all of that, it usually has sugar. And then most importantly, you're going to buy eggs. And I know there's a very big egg price problem in South Africa right now, but do what you can. Have a few eggs per week if you can. If not, it's okay. You're still gonna do great on Carnivore if you cannot afford eggs. And then regarding cheese, don't worry about cheese in the beginning, because cheese will stall your weight loss if you're on a weight loss journey. Don't buy cream. Cream will also increase your weight, but definitely buy butter and eat it as it is. Literally as it is. This is my butter. I literally, when I'm hungry, if ever I get hungry after eating in the morning and I need a top up, I'll take the butter and eat it, and it's amazing. And I know this is very strange if you've never seen someone eating butter before, but if you try, eat butter. Tell me how you feel. First of all, it is amazing for children who are struggling to sleep throughout the night. It stables the blood sugar and knocks you out. You have the best sleep ever. And during the day, if you've got things to do, it keeps you going. So this is my ultimate beginner guide for Carnivore, besides what's on my YouTube channel, which I go in depth, so go there.